how it all began. How could I ever forget? It's the first time. Do you remember? I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air now. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's coming in the air now. Hold on, we fell in love. You remember the time? How could I ever forget? You remember the time? Hold on, we fell in love. You remember the time? How could I ever forget? Coming in the air now. We fell in love. You remember? Coming in the air now. Our first time, we our best time. Turning the night time, I'm sipping on a fine wine, shining like the skyline. Shot to rewind time, play it in my mind, play it in my mind. Oh no, you'll never know this love and how it feels. I never thought love at first sight could feel so real. You brought emotions out I couldn't feel. How could I ever forget? It's the first time. Do you remember? I can feel it. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air now. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's coming in the air, coming in the air, coming in the air. Oh yeah, baby. How's the audio? Give me that thumbs up. So you remember? You remember? I remember when I fell in love with this truck, though. Man, I remember this truck. We just jamming, boys. Hey, hit that share button. Share this video out. Get a little wolf pack up in the chat right there like this right here. Come on. Come on with the wolf pack. You guys know you're in. You know you're in. Each and every one of you is a part of the wolf pack. That's for damn sure. All right. All right. They'll never know this love and how it feels. Oh, shit. I never thought love at first sight could feel so real. Get it? That's what we're talking about. Hello. All right, let's get into it, boys. Listen. Let's turn this down. We'll let it play in the background just because it's cool. We'll let it play in the background because it's cool. We're going to turn this down. You guys may have never heard that before, but it is awesome. That is an awesome song. All right, the first story that we're going to talk about today is this guy. This guy right here. Let's turn this banner off so everybody can see. Listen, wrenches are $20. If you want a wrench, you got to buy it. It just is how it is. Billy put it out there. Wrenches are $20, all right? That's $ Lil Dawg rolling if you want one. Hey, this guy right here in Lee County, Florida, okay, he was not injured. Okay, he was not injured. But he went off. I mean, look at this. This guy right here, look at this shit. Oh my God, right off the damn deal there. So, we definitely have to show this because I'm trying to jam. I got to turn the music off. I'm trying to jam in the background. I can't do it. On a 75 overpass, you see it caught on fire and everything. They got the foam all over the ground here in the pictures. But this guy went off of the deal. We got a little video here we're going to watch together, but the northbound lanes were closed near Alico Road to clean up the crash scene or whatever. Now, I don't know how this guy went off of the bridge like that, but he did. He did, and burst into flames and all that kind of shit. Let's see. Let's check this video out. Let's see what we got here on this little video. Look at this, man. Oh, my God. They're lowering it down. Look at him lowering this truck down off the bridge. Woo! Are you guys not seeing this? I'm seeing it. Oh, okay, now you can. All right, cool. Yeah, that's just a little short, little 50-second video. But man, destroyed that truck. Yeah, they said it definitely not something that you see every day. Obviously, right? Definitely not something you see every day. Obviously. It's not something we see every damn day. Are we not plugged into the deal? Are we still on the Wi-Fi? No, we're not on the Wi-Fi. Okay. Yeah, it is, Curtis, right? That's one fucked up truck right there. And it's lagging bad. Hold on, let's see if we can go back to the Wi-Fi if that Wi-Fi signal. I don't know. Might be on my end. How are we looking here? All right, is that better? Are we good? I think we're good. I'm looking at myself up here. Oh yeah, we're good now. We should be good now. Oh yeah, we're good. Way better. I don't know what was happening. Did you guys see the video? Should I play the video one more time just so you guys can see it? Donate to get the W9 back. Yeah, hey, send your Cash App donations. $ Lil Dawg rolling. Help me get the W9 back. We're going to raise money and buy the W9 back. Not really. I don't think Eddie would ever sell it to me. Let's watch this here again. But they're just lowering it down off the bridge. That's pretty crazy. Kudos to these tow truck guys. Kudos to these tow truck guys for doing this. Yeah, it's still kind of looking laggy on my phone. I don't know why. Donate so I can get better internet. That skateboard's trash, Horsefly. That skateboard's trashed. That's like Horsefly's dream setup there, and it's trashed. It's trashed. That is trashed. The second story that I had talked about was a man getting crushed by a truck. So this guy, I'm assuming he was probably a homeless guy or something like that. And he died because he fell asleep on a loading dock. Okay. So he was hit by the truck while he was sleeping near a loading dock in North Carolina. So according to the news, he was laying behind a building near the dock, covered by a blanket, when he was accidentally hit by a truck. Okay. The 36-year-old man has not been identified. The truck driver is not facing any charges on this. And the investigation is ongoing. Now, there's no video or pictures to go with this story, but my assumption is that the man was a homeless guy, was sleeping behind the dock, and the truck probably came in, and ran the dude over. Like that's the only thing I can say. I mean, you don't really know. Now, I said ×2 falling off the bridge. Goddamn money horse. That's right. We are. Money makes the world go around. Send it over, Nick. Now, this guy was seriously injured when he went off the overpass in West Virginia. Now, look at that. This guy, seriously injured. He's lucky he didn't die. This fella's lucky he did not die. Now, this was 9:30 in the morning on 25th. Fraser's Bottom, West Virginia. Not really sure where that is, but it's the overpass on Route 35 in Putnam County. Isn't that where, like, what's his name?
what's the guy's name? Upchurch. Isn't he from Putnam County, West Virginia, or something like that? Anyway, this dude went right off of this overpass here, down off into this. So it looks like if you look at you guys can't really see it. I don't know if the picture will get bigger if we click on it here. But this guy looks like he drove right off the road, missing the bridge. There you go. Now you can see it's a little bigger for you guys. But it looks like he went down this hill right here. If you look at the direction that the truck is going. Looks like he was coming down, lost control, went off right there. I don't know if you can see my mouse moving around on the screen, but he went off right there, goes down. Cheatham County. Okay, redneck. I was close. Not even. But he went down off this bridge right here. It says the wreck occurred at 9:30 in the morning, northbound 520 Mile Creek overpass near Fraser's Bottom. Landed in the ravine to the right of the overpass. The truck driver was taken to a hospital. Police are still investigating. That's pretty intense right there. That's a huge, huge drop off. Huge. Yeah, send donations to $ Lil Dawg Rollin' just to piss Nick off. If you want to piss Nick off, do that. Do that. Do that. And if you send one, put it in the comments because the alerts are up here. And I'm not looking at that. Oh, there's the Luka jerseys. Some signed Luka jerseys. Where's Ike Stevens at? Luke, Ike, you got 900. Let's buy you a jersey. But what is going on with these guys? Is this just unsafe driving? Is this distracted driving? I mean, I guess they're both the same, right? Unsafe and distracted. But people are just falling off bridges. They're just falling off bridges. I don't understand that. I don't understand it, ladies and gentlemen. I do not. What else was there that I wanted to talk about? I forget what I titled the rest of this video. I don't remember. Son of a shit. Anyways, are we ready to talk some drama? We got the news out of the way, at least the important stories, because there isn't really anything going on in the industry at this time. Yeah, Curtis, I agree. Listen, training has always been an issue. Even when I first started driving, training was an issue because they were letting guys who had just started train people. I mean, wasn't it like CR England that was allowing a trainer to have two trainees in the truck at the same time? Like, that is insane. That is fucking insane. The lag could also be from my laptop. I'm still thinking about the lag. But they were allowing to have two guys in the truck at the same time with the trainer and then running it like whatchamacallit? You know, triple team or however the hell you want to. I don't even know. Let's see. What are my thoughts on the viral video of the guy ripping his trailer? Listen, I saw that, Ryan, and I saw it on Bonehead Truckers, and I saw it on TikTok, and I saw it on Instagram, and I saw it on YouTube. I saw that video everywhere. And let me just tell you, first of all, that dude is probably completely done with trucking, right? But secondly, I think that we've all been in a situation where you've had to deal with a shipper. You're already frustrated. Something's probably going on at home. Maybe the company isn't treating you right. Who in the hell knows? But that right there was out of pure frustration because that was a fuck it moment, right? That was a complete fuck it moment for that guy. That guy literally said, fuck this shit. I don't give a shit about this job. I don't give a shit about this trailer, this freight. I don't give a shit. I'm out of here. Because that dude hooked that pole and just, he knew that he hooked it, but he didn't care. And you can hear the ribs popping out of that trailer and everything. I mean, that was a insane video. Let's see. Yukon says we had a log truck roll over a car earlier today. The guy in the car is dead. That dude, Yukon, that is horrible. That is horrible. Hopefully that wasn't an intentional thing. either way, it's still horrible, but hopefully that wasn't like a distracted driver or whatever. I mean, you would pray that it's equipment malfunction, because that driver is going to have to deal with that for the rest of his life. And in that instance, that's something where you pray for the family of the person who passed and the driver, because that driver is going to have to deal with that for ever. That's going to be on his mind. The CEO of Pilot told the truth on why fuel is so high. Let's see. Pilot CEO, fuel prices. Let's see. This was 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Let's see. This is a day ago. So let's see what this story says here. Swamp gas. Gator County. Okay. So there's a video of this. I don't think I want to play the video. I don't want it to get copyrighted or whatever. Let's see. I'm trying to scan this here. Is there a written story that I can read? That would be phenomenal if I could do that. Yeah, these are YouTube videos. Shortage on TikTok. Let's see. Make sure I don't have any. Oh shit, Redneck, I appreciate that, man. Redneck trucker sent in $50 for pizza on me tonight. Redneck, I appreciate that. Where you at? You need a wrench. You need a wrench for that, son. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. You shut up, guy. Who's this guy? All right.
My name is Shamik Konar.
Okay, we're gonna watch this together, and we're gonna watch this together, and we are going to pause in between. We're gonna give some commentary. That way I can't get flagged for it. So you guys let me know if the audio sounds good and everything. I don't want it to get too laggy.
So for Pilot Flying J, we operate the largest network of travel centers in the United States, serving the U.S. trucking
Audio good? You guys
industry
can hear him?
and
Doesn't
four-wheel
matter if it's
customers.
skipping, I guess.
We currently account for approximately 20% of the country's highway, or as we call it, over-the-road diesel supply, 20%, as well.
That is a lot. That is a lot. Holy 20%. Oh my God. So if they're at 20%, where do we think whatchamacallum's at? TA Petrol.
As 30% of the diesel exhaust fluid supply, also known as the
30% of DEF. That makes sense.
Similar to my
Because they're
here,
selling to pickup
Pilot
trucks.
is facing a threat of severe reduction in rail service allocations. For Pilot, the service reduction allocations are being imposed by the Union Pacific Railroad. On April 13th, we were informed by the Union Pacific that we were required to reduce shipments by 26%.
Oh, damn. Why?
In subsequent conversations, we were asked to reduce them even further by 50% or face embargoes. We're not aware of any other company being instructed by the Union Pacific or any other railroad to reduce their shipments to the extent.
Okay, I don't know if he's going to go into this. I don't know if he's going to go into why they're telling him this, but I mean, that's a problem. I mean, if you guys don't see that, it's definitely a problem. Why would they be telling him to slow down the shipments of diesel? That literally sounds it sounds intentional, right? It sounds intentional.
They're asking Pilot. We understand through conversations with the Union Pacific that its allocations are based on a simplistic approach of looking at those shippers who have increased their number of shipments between January 2022 and March 2022. This does not take into account the overall number of shipments received at Pilot's facilities, which, by the way, have remained static over this period. We believe the Union Pacific's approach does not fairly and proportionately allocate the supply issues, because Pilot has not increased the total number of cars it's received every month since January. What's actually happened is Pilot has become a shipper on for some cars that we were not shippers before. So our facilities are still receiving the same number of cars. It's just the name of
When he
who's
says
shipping
cars,
has
guys,
changed
he's talking about rail
because
cars,
we've
not
taken
actual vroom vroom
control
cars.
over some of the cars because of the issues we've had with the railroads, so that we have the optionality to deliver these cars in markets that they can take, right? So the total number of cars is
Yeah,
not the
no,
same.
I know that for sure,
We
Curtis,
understand and
right?
appreciate that the current market conditions are imposing significant constraints on the railroads, and we're committed to help ease this congestion. However, 26 to 50% reduction in our allocations will have substantial consequences for the markets. I would like to take this opportunity to take you through a few of the consequences that Union Pacific's mandate will have on the supply chain, the availability.
All right, Stewart's saying 20% market share makes you a major player. If you lose 25%, that's about 5% of market supply wiped out at the pumps. Yeah, that's crazy, right? So because if the supply goes down, the demand definitely doesn't. But if the supply goes down, guess what happens to the damn price? It goes up. So I definitely understand that. That's for sure. This is super interesting to me because didn't we hear, because they have nothing to ship, didn't we hear that, and Yukon, you will know this because you're Yukon and you know this stuff, but didn't we hear that we shut down the oil pipeline because there was some political influence over the rail companies, or because someone owned part of one of the rail companies and they wanted to ship the oil? They wanted to ship the oil via rail instead of through the that Canadian pipeline that we had. Wasn't that one of the deals, I think?
Of fuel and fuel prices. First, let me talk about the DEF supply chain. And just as a reminder, we supply about 30% of the DEF in the United States. The trucking sector is dependent on DEF. All trucks manufactured after 2010 cannot operate without DEF. And Pilot operates, if not the largest, one of the largest DEF supply networks in the country. We have 23 rail-served DEF facilities that make the DEF, and we have 18 rail transloaders. Of the 300 plus million gallons of DEF that Pilot supplies to the industry every year, 74% is moved via rail. Union Pacific's restrictions will prevent Pilot from keeping many markets adequately supplied with DEF, likely causing shortages that'll sideline trucks and reduce trucking capacity.
See, I think we've talked about this before, about the DEF situation, that obviously DEF is crap. We all can probably agree on that DEF is bullshit, and that DEF definitely does more damage than good. Let's see. They can't make any money because of the fall from oil trading at or below 2 years ago. Yeah. Oh, Curtis, I know, dude. Like I was saying, I told you guys before, I have a friend that lives up there in Canada, in Calgary, and I believe he was, I don't remember what it was, dude. What was it? Like $1.60 something. This was a little while ago. It was like $1.60 something or whatever a liter, and I was like, what in the heck? And this was like a month, maybe 2 months ago, maybe a little further. That's insane. Let's see. Surprise, using Pacific handles rail fuel supply for Pilot when BNSF is owned by Buffett, also major shareholder with Pilot. I'm sure they handle a majority of it, Stu. But what I'll say is, they probably do a majority of the moving for them. But I think this is directed at Union Pacific because they're the ones that are trying to, mess with this shit. What's up, Doug? Warren Buffett is using this to supplement his loss in profit from his railroads. That's definitely possible, TJ. Definitely possible. So it's completely artificial price hiking. Really? Where was Jen Psaki on that? She blames us. Daycab, she blames us for everything, bro. Right? Right? She blamed us for everything. She blamed everybody for everything. It was the
Let me give you
Putin
some context.
price hikes and all that.
A single rail car carries 21,500 gallons of DEF on average. Okay. A single truck generally takes in 7 gallons of DEF every time they fill. This is based on our data. So that implies that a single rail car is basically providing 3,000 trucks worth of DEF fills. For some more context, basically every rail car that gets missed in terms of DEF delivery will reduce trucking potential by 5 million miles.
Jesus.
All right? That's a really big number, 5 million miles, because you've got 3,000 fills and DEF blends with diesel at a ratio of 2.7% for 100 gallons. All right. So 2.7 gallons of DEF allow a truck to drive 100, to use 100 gallons. Furthermore, a reduction in freight transported by the UP will only add additional pressure on the trucking sector in general. The railways are pulling back.
Oh, he's
We gotta move
100%
the stuff on
right.
trucks. If he can't supply DEF, there's more pressure on
Yeah,
the
she is,
sector, and
Stuart.
we let the
Just she'll
sector
circle.
down.
We'll circle back to that.
Second,
We'll
fuel
circle back to
availability and
that.
pricing. Let me begin with diesel. US diesel inventories today are running 10 to 15% below what they have been in the last 5 years at their lowest
Jesus.
point. So if you take the minimum diesel inventory over the last 5
So
years,
let's just delete all
today
the
we're
trucks, right?
10 to 15%.
Let's get rid of
below that
DEF.
number.
Just delete all the
Certain
trucks.
markets like the Northeast, the West, and the Southwest are even in a worse shape than the rest of the country. Renewable fuels like biodiesel,
Just delete
renewable
'em.
diesel move exclusively
Just delete
on
'em.
rail, on ships,
Is
or
everybody
on trucks.
okay with
And
that?
there are no pipeline alternatives. Certain states like California are heavily dependent on the imports of renewable fuels that are generally transported on rail. Fourth, over 50% of Pilot's renewable diesel is transported on rail, and having our capacity cut by 50% would actually increase fuel prices in these states and potentially run out some of these locations. Let me now address the challenge with gasoline. In order for gasoline to meet the
He's saying it's going to reduce what they can provide to people by 50%, which I don't know what the math would be on that. That if their supply is reduced by 50%, what the price hike would be? Because what did you guys pay last for a gallon of DEF? I know it's right up there near the price of diesel in most cases, right? What did you guys pay last for a gallon of DEF? It's got to be in the high $4, $5 range, right? Definitely. So imagine if now that same DEF costs 50% more. If you're just a guesstimate, say that it's almost $10. I saw a thing the other day and I shared it on Facebook where JP Morgan projected that by August, diesel is going to be over $9 a gallon. Okay. Diesel over $9 a gallon. Delete my KW. Delete them all, redneck. Delete them all. TJ saying $3.99. Doug's saying $5. I know here where I live, it is I believe it was like $5.30 something. Big Houston's at $4.08. So we're in the $4 to $5 range for DEF. And now imagine if that's $7 a gallon and diesel is $9 a gallon. What in the hell are we going to do as a country? I don't know. I really don't know.
octane requirements required by engines, 87 to 93 octane, you have to blend gasoline with ethanol to get to that level of octane so that you could use it in a car. Ethanol, like bio and renewable diesel, basically moves on trucks, ships, or rail. In certain markets like parts of Arizona, Nevada, Pilot, in partnership with Union Pacific, has actually developed ethanol unloading facilities, and we serve majority of these markets. Cutting Pilot's ability to ship ethanol from its plant in Nebraska to these markets by 50% will substantially reduce the amount of gasoline available in these markets because we can't blend the ethanol into the gasoline, and would result in a further increase in prices during times when gasoline prices are up 48% since April 2021. To summarize, we believe UP's allocation logic is flawed, it's disproportionate, and unprecedented. If implemented, it'll have three impacts. There'll be a significant impact on DEF supply, potentially stranding a large number of trucks, a negative impact on diesel and gasoline supply and prices in an already challenged market, and it'll hurt our supply chain during times that we cannot afford it. On behalf of Pilot, our 70,000 trucking fleet customers, and the million customers that we serve in our stores every day, to keep America moving, I want to thank you for this opportunity to testify here today.
That
to
is
describe
insane.
the situation and highlight the potential consequences if the country if this is left unresolved. As mentioned at the beginning, we want to be part of the solution, but the current situation is untenable for us. I'm happy to answer any.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Here's another video. Let's see what this one says. Yeah, Stuart, I agree. It'll be cheaper in other places than it will be here. That's for sure. But in some countries, which I don't understand, Curtis, maybe you can elaborate on this. But why is fuel so much more expensive in Canada when you guys got all the damn oil? I don't understand that. How is that even possible? I don't get it. That blows my mind. I want to see whose video this is before I play it. BRT. Who the hell's BRT? I don't even know. Yeah, you're out of here, BRT. Sayonara. Sayonara. Let's see. We don't need these videos. These are clips. Let's see. All this BS is just to rank American dollars so they can finally make a one world government. That's possible, Doug. Very possible. The solution: open up the pipes and let America do what it does best, create energy. I would say that too. Glenn Beck has all the answers. Listen, Glenn Beck's all right. He gets a little out there for me sometimes. Glenn Beck gets a little out there for me sometimes. I'm just going to say that. Here's a link if you guys want to join in and discuss this. I mean, I think this is a great topic for discussion. Can I pin this comment? There we go. Pin the message. There we go. So if you guys want to join in, we can discuss this. It's falling down. Let's tighten this baby up. There we go. Oil is too expensive to refine in Canada until we build the infrastructure. So we sell your oil to Texas and buy Saudi oil. Doesn't that make 0 sense, Curtis? That makes 0 effing sense to me. That happens. That makes 0 sense. You guys need to get what's his bucket. You need to get what's his bucket. Justin Trudeau up there and kick his ass and just say, hey, can we invest on the infrastructure to refine our own oil so that we don't have to ship ours away and buy someone else's crap to refine? Because I understand, right? Like different oil from different places requires different refining techniques. So I get it. But wouldn't you say that the amount that Canada and the United States, for that matter, has spent on importing oil, would it not be cheaper, more cost effective in the end, to build these plants that can take this oil and turn it into, usable fuel? It makes 0 sense to me. Makes 0 sense to me. Mexican fuel is pretty cheap. I would imagine that it is, because they have 0 to little money down there. But I would say that in comparison, they are probably spending about the same as us. If you were to, do the math, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what, let's see here. Let's look up world fuel costs and see what, world fuel costs See, world price of fuel. There we go. See, what do we got here? Global petrol prices. Okay, they use cookies. Awesome. All right, so we're in the leader. Let's see. Let's go by U.S. gallon because that's what we pretty much all know. Average price of gasoline around. Okay, the average price of gasoline around the world is $5.25 U.S. dollar per gallon. Richer countries have higher prices. Poorer countries reduce exports. U.S. we're economically advanced country, but has low gas prices. We do not have low gas prices. Where do we fall on this list? USA right here. Average price $4.74. Oh, it's not going to let me highlight it, but it says $4.74. Who's the most expensive? Let's see down here. So Hong Kong, $11.08. $11.08 for 1 gallon of fuel in Hong Kong. And then you got Norway, Finland, Denmark, Monaco, Netherlands, Singapore, Germany. There's Germany at $8.48. The UK at 7.9, so $7.90 because we switched this to US gallons. How is that possible? I don't understand. See, it makes no sense to me. The only thing that makes sense to me is that people are fucking with these prices on purpose. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that makes sense, really. I mean, if we go up here to the top and Venezuela's paying 8 cents a gallon, Libya, 11 cents, Iran, 20 cents, that makes sense. The fucking oil's right there. Kuwait, $1.29. Okay. Bahrain, $2. I mean, what would you give for some $2 gas? I'd give a lot. I might consider a hand job in the gas station bathroom. Okay. If the fuel attendant did good on the windows and was giving me $2 a gallon, I would definitely consider a hand job. This is based on a yearly average. This is up to the 23rd of May, 2022, right there. So this is on gasoline, 95 octane is what we're looking at here. As of May 23rd, so 4 days ago. This is the actual price. This isn't based on a yearly average, Curtis. This is gas prices per US gallon as of the 23rd. So this is what people are paying around the world. Okay. I mean, Colombia is paying less than we are. $2.27. Haiti, which is a fucking island, $2.23. Now, obviously, like it says up here, the average price of gasoline around the world, okay, as a general rule, it says it right here. Richer countries have higher prices while poorer countries that produce and export oil have significantly lower prices. One notable exception is the United States, where it is an economically advanced country but has low gas prices. The differences in prices across the countries are due to the various taxes and subsidies for gasoline. All countries have access to the same petroleum prices of international markets, but then decides to impose different taxes. As a result, the retail price of gasoline is different. So I guess this shows you where the taxes are. $2 fuel for a hand job. I'd have to have 150-gallon tanks or I'd feel cheap. Well, Tiny, $2 is $2. For $2 is $2. $20 is $20. Okay? It just is. It just is, man. Oh, let's see. The link is there if you guys want to join in and talk about this shit. Feel free. Anybody's welcome. I don't care. Let's see. We can look at diesel prices. We got diesel prices here. So here's diesel prices per U.S. gallon as of the 23rd. So here's diesel. Iran, 4 cents a gallon. Venezuela, 8 cents. Libya, 11. We don't get into the dollar mark until we get to Angola or Egypt. Where does the United States rank on this? Way the fuck down here at the bottom. Let's see. Where are we at? Where are we at? We got to be way down there. Way down here. Here we are. $5.57 is the average price. Canada has the most fresh water in the world and a lot of oil, and we're getting fucked still. You need a Republican back in office. Listen, you guys could have got rid of Trudeau last go around. There's Canada right there. Curtis, just for you. 658. It says 658 per gallon is the average in Canada. And by what you're saying, I'm assuming that's pretty damn accurate to what you're seeing. Hong Kong winning the race as the most expensive diesel at $10.15 a gallon right here. What are we going to do? What are we going to do when that $5.57 becomes $9 in August? Now, obviously, rates will increase. Fuel surcharges will increase. All that kind of shit, right? But what are we going to do as the consumer? As the consumer, what are we going to do? Because we all know that when the cost of any kind of fuel goes up, the cost of everything goes up. They're projecting $9 fuel in August, along with a 50 to 60% increase in food costs, just in your food costs. Now, that's not to mention, natural gas and electricity costs and all that, because it's all going to go up, right? It's all going to go up because of the price of fucking crude oil. And in my opinion, and you can say that you agree or disagree, but in my opinion, I think that this is strictly caused by greed. And the reason I say that is because what's changed? What's changed? Has an oil reserve dried up that I'm unaware of? I mean, it would have made the news, right? We would know about it if that were to happen. Did a major country, a major producer of oil, say, hey, we're not going to sell anymore? No, they haven't. What they have done is slowed down production in order to drive the cost of a barrel of fucking oil through the roof, in order to line their pockets. Now, when are we going to say that enough is enough, that we are not going to take this shit anymore, that we truly want to be an independent, an energy independent country? And when I say an energy independent country, I sure the fuck don't mean let's make everything electric. Because I'm not pro electric car at all. It's just going to kill the middle class. It will, Doug. It will, for sure. And I can say that the majority of us as truck drivers are middle class, right? And whether that be lower to upper middle class, whatever, but we're in that class. And I think people just want to get rid of that shit. They want everyone to be in two categories. Either you're impoverished or you're not. And I think that's where we're headed. Alex, well, hey, I mean, I don't know how your wife feels about me, but I'm sure she'd rather you spend your time with me than watching porn. I don't know what else to say to that. This would have been a better reason to start a convoy, unlike the recent one. Rick, I agree. The recent one was bullshit. We all know it was bullshit. And, America thought it was bullshit. It got nowhere. I haven't felt any change. Have you? Because of that convoy? No. But rising fuel costs, that's something that I'm pretty sure all of America would get behind. That's something that all of the trucking industry would probably get behind. What happened to America being the number one oil producer in the world? Yeah, what did happen to that? Where did that come from? Because we do have the largest reserves in the world, but we're not getting any of it out of the ground. I mean, to any of you guys that live in Texas, have people at the in the oil industry down there lost their jobs? I bet they have. OPEC is bullshit. Yeah. Well, we have allowed OPEC to have way more, way more power than what they should. Scott says they're just going to try to force electric vehicles. They already are, man. They already are. They unveiled this big deal with, I think it was Ford, that bought all of this land, and they're going to use it to produce their electric cars here in America. Well, fucking awesome, right? And then they said about infrastructure and having the infrastructure and the charging stations for all these fucking electric cars. I mean, come on. Let's get real. When an electric car costs $70,000, take Tesla, for example. A brand new one's what, 70 grand, 80 grand, 90 grand? Because I see used ones are 50, 60. When that happens, now you just have to go and pay to charge the fucking Tesla. The cost is just moved, right? Yeah, you're not spending the amount on fuel. But in the end, you're spending the same amount of money, because if you plug your car into your house to charge the damn thing, your electric bill goes up, and it's going to go up even more because, listen, we produce the majority of our electricity off of fossil fuels anyhow. Why? Wind doesn't last long enough. They're very expensive to maintain. Solar's too expensive to build. All of these different things. What happened to the dude that had the water-powered car? Where's that guy? Well, yeah, Curtis, and we can't, right? You can't have electric chargers on every corner of the world. You know what I mean? You just can't. You can't. I mean, I live in a small town. It's like 4,500 people or whatever that live in this town. Very small little, podunk fucking town in Nevada. And they put like 3 little charging doodads over by our city hall. Like, for what? I haven't seen anyone that lives in this town that can afford a Tesla, let alone that has one, unless they're just fucking passing through, and that's what that's for. It makes no sense to me. For all the morons that voted for Biden, how do you feel now? Says First Class. Well, First Class, I'm betting they're looking in their wallet and they're like, well, fuck. I think that's, I think that's how they're feeling. There's no infrastructure available currently, not within the next 20 to 30 years. So keep up with having everyone having these cars. To keep up with having everyone. Listen, I agree, Chris, and I'll say this. There was a big deal that I saw somewhere online. Maybe you guys saw the story. I don't know. But it was about the government was like giving this big subsidy to this other company that built the charging stations, right? And I think Biden was there running his trap about something. I don't remember. And it was like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Ryan Peterson says, yes, in Houston, you work in the energy corridor off Highway 6 and 10, and there are a lot of layoffs. I can imagine, right? Because they want to limit oil production to keep that price up. So how do you limit it? Well, you stop getting it out of the ground. And, well, when you're stopping to get it out of the ground, you don't need guys to do it. So you tell them to go home so you can save money and still increase your profits. You know what I mean? We're convert to peanut oil, what diesels were originally designed to run on. Do you remember when everybody was talking about the homemade diesel, where you saw those little cars running off of diesel or whatever, and people were making it in their garage with like used fryer oil and stuff like that. Was pretty interesting. Might be something that we need to look into. I don't know. Water power car guy was murked. I think I heard about that. This is just insane, guys. It really is. I mean, let's look at electricity prices real quick since we're talking about electric cars. Now this is for households, not businesses. And this is per kilowatt hour right here. So per kilowatt hour. Where in the hell are we at? Probably really expensive, I would imagine. Let's see. Most expensive is Bermuda. United Kingdom is up there at the top as well. Oh, there's US right here. So we're not too far down the list, but we're in the middle of the pack. We're at 0.15, 0.159. 0.159 kilowatt out per kilowatt hour. So 15 cents per kilowatt, 16 cents. I mean, we're kind of in the middle of the pack, but it's double, almost triple in Bermuda. That's pretty crazy. United Kingdom is double. DEF is made with synthetic automotive grade urea and distilled water. I thought it was pig piss or something. Your electric bill was $80. Mine was more than that. Let's see, where's Canada rank on this list? Yeah, you're cheaper than us. You're at 11 cents. So 11 US cents. We're talking US figures here. Let's see. Natural gas. So this is your heating and your hot water and all that kind of shit. Oh, we're not bad. We're right here. We're pretty cheap on the natural gas side. Canada's cheaper than us on that for sure too. It's just crazy, guys, right? When you look at this stuff and you realize like and how much of this is based on, and we go back to what the Pilot CEO guy said. If we allow people to mess with supply, obviously prices are going to increase, right? That's what's going to happen. So let's see. They went all electric, yet today they did a reveal of the 2023 Escalade. $149,000. What? Get out of here. Let's see. Is that for an electric one? No way. Holy shit. Escalade V. Yeah, you're right. Right here. It says it right here. 149,990. Holy shit, Alex. Wow. That's insane. That's insane. The pricing on cars, right? No, not electric, gas. This says the V. What the hell is the V? What is the difference? I guess I just got to click the damn thing, right? You're going to make me fucking read it. Looks cool. Looks pretty much like a Suburban. I don't really see a difference. Let's see. We'll offer the Escalade V, ESV, which is a longer wheelbase version of the regular V. Well, it's exactly what we need is a bigger wheelbase. I like the interior. Not really a fan of all the digital crap. The Escalade V, the supercharged V8, helps the Escalade V get to 60 miles an hour in less than 4.4 seconds. Yeah, because that's what we need a whole bunch of fucking soccer moms doing, right? We need a whole bunch of soccer moms just fucking ripping and tearing it up. We need them to be able to do donuts around town. That's exactly what we need. That's exactly what we need. We need them to be ripping and tearing it up. Holy shit. That is insane. It is fucking insane. Guys, I have to get out of here. It is about time for me to go and swoop the kiddos up at school. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate the comments. I definitely, Redneck Trucker, thank you for the very generous Cash app that you sent. Guys, if you have ideas for content, things you want to see here, talk about, whatever, if there's anyone you want me to have on here to talk to, get at me. Let me know. Everybody, have a wonderful day. Keep your truck on the road. Okay. Watch out for the overpasses and bridges. Apparently, it seems to be a habitual thing going on right now. Okay. I'm not putting in my order for an Escalade. No way. Definitely not within my affordability range. Not within my affordability range. That's for damn sure. I can't. No way. No way can I afford that, man. No way. Guys, have a great day. I'm gonna go be dad for the rest of the day. I'm sure we got the honeydew list to do and things to take care of. So I will talk to you all next time. Appreciate you being here, man. I really, really do. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace, boys.